Visuals of Nepalese nationals protesting outside the Pakistan High Commission in Kathmandu over the Pahalgam terror attack. A tourist from Nepal was amongst the 26 people who were massacred. They are demanding justice for Sudip Neupane, and the protesters are seen sloganeering with placards and posters crossing out images of the Pakistani Army General Asim, Munir and the flag of Pakistan. Listen in to what these protesters had to say.
भारतमा 22 अस्ति जसरी भारतमा जम्मूमा जसरी मारियो त्यो मारिएको कुराहरुमा चाहिँ एकजना नेपाली पनि पर्नु भएको छ। त्यसबाट यो स्पष्ट रूपमा चाहिँ हिन्दूलाई सोधेर जसरी त हिन्दू होस् कि धर्म के हो भनेर सोधेर जसरी चाहिँ हत्या गरेको छ, यो चाहिँ हिन्दूहरुलाई हेप्ने काम, हिन्दूहरुलाई पेल्ने काम गरेको जस्तो छ। म अब भारतले आफ्नो एक्सन लिइराछ, तर नेपाल सरकारलाई के भन्छ भने नेपाल सरकारले पनि जसरी भारत सरकारले एक्सन लिइरहेको छ त्यसैगरी नेपाल सरकारले पनि एक्सन लिनु पर्यो। र नेपाल सरकारले जस्तै एउटा मुस्लिम आयोग भन्ने छ, यहाँ मुस्लिम आयोग एकछिन पक्नुस्, मुस्लिम आयोग भन्ने छ। त्यो मुस्लिम आयोगले मारिएको जो नेपाली मान्छे छ, जो हिन्दूहरु मारिएको छ जम्मूमा, त्यसको बारेमा शोक वक्तव्य निकाल्नु पर्यो, त्यसमा क्षमा माग्नु पर्यो, शोक वक्तव्य निकाल्नु पर्यो। र नेपालमा धार्मिक सहिष्णुता उनीहरुलाई चाहिरहेको छ, मुस्लिमहरुलाई बस्नु परिरहेको छ, राम्रोसँग बस्नु परिरहेको छ भने मुस्लिम आयोगले क्षमा माग्नुपर्छ, मुस्लिम आयोगले सरी भन्नुपर्छ र मुस्लिम आयोगले
मुस्लिम आयोग नेपाल हिन्दू राष्ट्र हुँदा हुँदै र त्यो सरकारले जुन यो डलरमा चलखेल गरेर जुन धर्मनिरपेक्ष बनाएर यो मुस्लिम आयोग राखेछ र नेपाल सरकारले आँखा खोल्नुस्, जति पाकिस्तानी छ नेपाल छिर्दैछ, भोलि गएर हामी दाजुभाइलाई दिदी बहिनीलाई जस्तैले बंगलादेशमा गर्दैछ हामी नेपालीलाई गर्नेछ तिहार।
General Katoch, there are protests that are taking place in different parts of the world. In Nepal, there are Nepalese nationals who are protesting. There has been one Nepalese national who lost his life in this terror attack. There are similar protests that are taking place. Indians are holding these protests, sloganeering, peaceful protests nonetheless. This is in London, in Copenhagen, in other parts of the world. And this is all happening outside the Pakistani High Commission set up in all these countries. Will Pakistan succumb under pressure? Is the world waking up and noticing this massacre that has taken place and giving it the due importance and recognition that it requires?
Mega Pakistan is a state which won't really get perturbed, but the protests which go on in any part of the world, including what happens in Pakistan, that is the nature of the Pakistani state. However, they will get perturbed by the action which India takes, and they have already started shaking at the first bit of action which India took, when the government announced the cessation of the Indus Water Treaty. That is something which has really, really hit them deeply, as also the cancellation of the visas. A large number of these fellows were actually operating in India, not to India's interest certainly, and they had these visas. They married Indian women or the other way around, and they had come on that visa. What will actually hurt them again the second time is the military action or any further action towards that end which India will take. The Pakistani state only listens when it gets hurt, especially the military. So anything which India does, or either independently or in conjunction with major powers, to hurt the Pakistani military establishment, I think that is something which will make them realize the gravity of the error which they have done. Because what happened on the 22nd of April is absolutely unforgivable. The message has gone across very clearly from the people of India, from every single part of India, from every single caste, color, race, community, that India stands united against terror. I think Pakistan did not expect that response, and now we need to get after the military. And it is my view that ultimately 3 people need to be tried in the International Court of Justice for crimes against humanity. One is their Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, the second is their army chief, and the third is the DG ISI. All 3 are directly responsible for what happened in Pahalgam. It is nobody else. It could not have happened unless all 3 people had signed on to this massive operation, to this massive piece of destruction which they ordered. I feel it is time I'm sure India will be taking action towards that end. But I hope the world gets together at some point of time and sees that these three people are tried and they are given the appropriate punishment for
Right.
crimes against humanity. Mega.
All right, stay on with me. General Katoch, we're getting more